Hi, it's me, Victoria. It's January 28th, 2020, and I've finally completed the second edition of my Jubilee zinevella, and I wanted to unbox the zines in their zineware so you can see them all together, because after this they'll be going out into the world on their own ways. It's 9:39 on a Tuesday night. I'm in my parents' living room, and I have this mic in so I can talk quietly because everybody else is sleeping or near sleeping. Hope you can hear me. Are you ready to see the zinevellas? This is kind of a reenactment, a recreation of my first zinevella unboxing, which you can also watch. It's also a video. So if you want more context or more information about this whole project, I think you can probably find it. But hopefully this can stand alone as a object too, a thing of value in and of itself. I've been struggling with mild aphasia lately, or like relatively. I'm just finding myself at a loss for words more than I ever have before. I think it's a phase of mild aphasia. We'll see what happens next. But what's going to happen right now is I'm going to show you my zinevellas, or the zinevellas in their zinewares that I made. Each one has its own custom costume or zineware with words beaded onto its handle. So you'll see. I think you'll get it. Hopefully. If you have any questions, LMK. Okay, so here's number one. This one is named Energy Panorama. Oops, I should turn the light back on my screen. See if I can stay that way. I've got kind of a dim light on. And this one is made from silk, a silk shirt I got from the bins a long time ago, as well as some unicorn skin leaves or scales, which were given to me by Tabitha Nicolai, as well as this necklace, which she gave me too, and a little embroidered edging. Also, the silver knit, also a gift from Tabitha. Tabitha received one of the Jubilee zinevellas from the first edition, and I had invited recipients to hand me off any pretty trash or scraps that they had lying around. And boy, did Tabby have some fun stuff that made it really fun to make this set of zinevellas. So thank you, Tabby. And thank you to the bins for this silk. And thank you, Worms, to the silk. This one actually is not the Jubilee zinevella inside. It's a book for my kid to put her dreams in, Mimi's dreams. And let's see. Oh, and here's a drawing she made of an LOL doll, I think. And there's one from Jade Novarino, who also donated some things for this round of zinevellas. You'll see. So that's Energy Panorama. Here's the back. similar. I need a higher angle on my aging chins. Such is suchness. Okay, number 2 that I'm going to show you right now is here. This is the back. And here's the front. It has this little metal circle grid that I found at my work at the tree farm down the road. This is some lace from the art farm, Nebraska, where I was this summer, and I made the first edition of these zinevellas in their zineware. This is some potato stamped denim that I also did at the art farm. This base denim is from one of my most cherished pair of pants, jeans that I wore throughout my teenhood and early 20s to Burning Man, which is where this zinevella takes place. So I wanted to incorporate some of that, as well as these beads, which are from Taryn Tomasello, another wonderful person who received a zinevella and passed on some of her things to adorn this edition. And this one is named Plaid Pantry, the most iconic regional convenience store in my life story. You can ask me about it. Ask me what I know about Plaid Pantry and the role it plays in my memes, if you ever want. So that's Plaid Pantry. Next we have, this one has foil, so it's a little crinkly. And this base is this gold foil, which I dumpster dove from the dumpster out back of Creative Paper Crafting, the foil stamping company, family business of my dear old friend Adam Smith and his family. So this is kind of the leftovers from a Pacifica box. This overlayer is a sheer scarf that I bought on Istiklal Caddesi when I was living in Istanbul back in 06 or so. This is some t-shirt fabric, a t-shirt given to me by my friend Annie long ago, back when I was living in Eugene. And then I've got here some earrings. I think these two are from Taryn, the aforementioned Taryn Tomasello. And I think this little bit of bead might be from her too. And this one, here's the back. And this one is named Dear Fury, which reminds me a little bit of my friend Eric Talbot, who goes by the DJ name Eric Fury. He's half of the Wi-Fi collective with Manuel Arturo Abreu. They're doing good things. Dear Fury. Dear Fury. Next, we have this one. All of these are kind of a little bit both overdone and underdone there. I think this is a little bit of a good trademark of that. got some of this aforementioned silk fabric. These are some garnet beads, which I got from the rock man, who would sell gems on the side of the road outside of Burning Man. So I got these from him 15-ish years ago. I'm glad to finally use them somewhere. This is a thing I found at work. It's like the end of it's like some kind of packing material. This is some kind of like sheer pink fabric that I got from the Art Farm, Nebraska. And then here's that foil again. Here's the back. Kind of sloppy and overwrought this round of zinevella zineware. What does that mean about where I'm at in life? That this is what I'm making right now. I'll have to think about that. And I'll let you know if you ever ask. I will do my best to answer that question. And I'll think about it since I asked myself. Anyway, this one is called Movie Bubble. And bubble was the Mimi's first word. And she loves movies, but I think this is more kind of about the nested worlds that movies offer, create, reach towards. Movie bubble. Next is this here. Can you see? It's kind of long. It's got this train of unicorn skin on the back. I guess this was Nike fabric that they don't make anymore. So I'm pretty lucky, you know, iridescence, it'll always, I don't know, I've always loved it. I don't know if I always will, but I always have. And so, of course, this unicorn skin, iridescent unicorn skin, looms pretty large in this batch of Zinevellas. Thanks again, Tabby. This one does have some calligraphy penned by the one and only Jade Novarino on it, as well as this nice cerulean silk and this chartreuse dayglow braid from Tabby, as well as some lace from the Art Farm. Thanks, Art Farm. Miss you. And this one is called Gadget Castle, which is like a memory palace. And also, you know, I liked Inspector Gadget when I was a kid. Penny. Gadget Castle. Oh yeah, here's the back. I think I showed you this already. Here's at the front. Ooh, maybe that's the front. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like this. It's all coming together. Gadget Castle. Next, we have this here, which really draws heavily on this silk. It has some calligraphy from Jade, or handwriting practice, as well as this lace running down its length. Its name is Sorry, lover. Which is just a thing you have to say sometimes. Don't be afraid to apologize. And my life got a lot better when I embraced apologizing. I got a little bit more. I wax and wane in my apology fidelity, but I try to remember that I usually feel better once I apologize when I make a mistake. I'm noticing, speaking of mistakes, that I sewed the front and the back of this one together. Let's see if it even still opens. This might be, living up to its name. Let's see if I can open it. Maybe a little bit. Wait. Here it is. It's just a little awkward. Let's see. Oh, it's just that one little stitch. Might have to. We'll see if I snip it to make it, to customize it and make it increase its ease of use. I'm all about ease of use. This is a utilitarian art object / story / zinevella. Sorry, lover. Next, this one's pretty outlandish. Let's see here, little Miss Outlandish. Can you come to me? Come to me. Here we go. This one has a long strap. In its base is my LEI jeans, which at one point had like cotton patchwork sewn. I cut the outer seams of each leg and sewed patchwork fabric along each side, and there's a little bit of that patchwork fabric left here, as well as one of the safety pins I had used to keep it together once my poor sewingmanship failed, or my sewing ship failed. This one has the unicorn skin here, as well as kind of a rosette made of the silk, some braid from Tabby again, and then this pin is from Taryn. It's also got a little bit more of the silk here. And this one's name is Caterpillar Mist. Caterpillar Mist. And caterpillar is that like nascent stage, like the early stage in a period of growth. And, when they wrap themselves in a cocoon, they actually dissolve their entire body before they turn into a butterfly, which I think is pretty interesting, that they totally lose themselves and reconstitute themselves into something. Are they the same? Well, do they retain their identity? Do you think their memory is totally wiped? These are things I thought about when I chose those words. Caterpillar Mist. What's next? Speaking of outlandish, this one's introducing a new fabric that you haven't seen before. This is some kind of drum majorette lycra with sequined edges. This I actually got from the costume closet at Burning Man. I think it was 2008, but I'm not sure. I've been having trouble keeping those mid-OOs straight. I think my next job is to kind of try to regain closer ties with my life story as I can still remember it while I still can, because I have always been kind of taking my memory for granted. You know, I realize I need to kind of work on it a little bit. You know, especially since like MySpace got erased in a server failure, and a lot of my life was there. A lot of my mid-OO's life was there. Keep my own records, make my own records. Anyway, this one has the drum majorette fabric, some of that patchwork LEI jeans. These are also packing material from work. This is a Dolby light up necklace that doesn't light up anymore. And a heart with the potato stamp fabric. Some of that Pacifica foil. And its name is Bumpy Charm, which is probably one of my main kinds of charm. You know, it's not smooth, it's not easy, it has its ups and downs, but you know, gotta work with what you got. Here's the back. Bumpy Charm. Maybe my chins give me more bumpy charm. What do you think? Hopefully. My chin has always been a source of charm, so I have faith that it will continue to bring charm. You tell me. Okay. Charm is in the eye of the becharmed. Okay, this one's name is Vroom Dude. Vroom Dude. And that is about accelerationism. It's a relatively simple member of this crew. It's got the kind of silk satin fabric. It's got a zipper, which I think is also slant rhyming with accelerationism, right? Zip, zip, which is also the noise that the Anna's hummingbird makes in my yard. My friend, the Anna's hummingbird. We say it to each other, zip, zip. This is from Taryn. This tag I got from my work. I found it on the ground by my parts truck. And then this little pink string is elastic, which is also from Taryn. And then this is part of a craft kit that was my kids. These are shrinky dinks, but this is an unshrunk shrinky dink. Vroom Dude. Okay. This one I like. It's got a this is kind of a decorative piece from that aforementioned drum majorette costume from the costume closet. This is an applique from the unicorn skin. It's got some of this lace, the LEI jeans at the waistband, and then on the back it has some custom printed fabric, which is soybean field put through a Deep Dream rendering program. And this was also given to me by Tabitha. This one also is a adorned with some lilac oil that I got in high school and I found recently. And it is named Poppy Mappy. And this one is a twinned member of this pantheon. And I'll tell you more about Poppy Mappy when I reach and find her twin, or her counterpart, her direct counterpart, her bestie. Let's see if she's next. If not, NBD. I'll remember. I promise I won't forget. This one is named, it is her twin, her companion, her bestie, Poppy Mappy's best friend, Bobby Jumpy. Annie and I, my bestie that I went to Burning Man with, our nicknames were Hurdy Percy and Dirty Skirty. So Poppy Mappy and Bobby Jumpy are kind of callbacks to those nicknames that we have for one another. Also, my kid likes saying Bobby all the time, Bobby. So that's another part of the rationale for these two names, Poppy Mappy, Bobby Jumpy. This one has some unicorn skin, some of this t-shirt from Annie. The base is this soybean deep dream field fabric, and it's got some of the patchwork from my jeans as well. So that's kind of a crazy quilt. Oh yeah, the unicorn skin. This is supposed to kind of be a butterfly, but I'm still working on being good at representationality, accurate representationality in the things I make. It's an ongoing process. This one, I think, looks a lot like the zinevella zineware in my first edition. Its base is the t-shirt fabric. It's got this applique heart made with splatter painted lace from the art farm, adorned with some packing material from my work. These were connecting chains together so that they stayed in coils. These two loops are from Taryn, and this one has a long name. It says Chug Fog and Vibe Muck. So it's kind of out getting down and dirty, you know? Be the dust of the world or whatever. Next we have kind of an ethereal member of the community. She's got her gold foil, she's got her sheer pink, she's got her day glow hearts, unicorn skin, she's got a little bit of safety green spray paint, she's got, to me this says hi human, some of Jade's lovely handwriting. You know me, I do love handwriting. A little bit of embroidery thread angled across the back for some movement. And this one is named Syzygy Kappa, which to me sounds like maybe the name of a Ryan Trecarton movie or a character in the Ryan Trecarton movie. So that's why I chose that. Next, we have one of the first ones I made in this round. It's got some fringe from one of Jade's writing practices. It's got this little dingly fairy and amethyst. I think that's amethyst. Oh yeah, that's amethyst. Necklace from Taryn. It's got some Fun Fur fabric, which I got in Goodwill in Grand Island, Nebraska. And then its base is another scarf I got off Istiklal back in 06 or so. And her name is A Math Soup. A Math Soup. Yummy. What's your favorite number? Mine is 0. Math soup. I've been thinking about surreal numbers, though. Those are the ones I've been trying to wrap my head around surreal numbers. The Wikipedia on surreal numbers has a very lovely image of like a fractal tree of surreal numbers. So look it up if you're curious. Then, now we have Path Vision, who has some iron-on letters on the edge, or foot bottom of my festy pants. It's got some dust from the salt flats there, genuine relics. I've made this kind of strange, like anti-confetti from one of Jade's script practices. It has this kind of leather tassel from Taryn, which has a cute little mirror on it dangling. And Path Vision is, sometimes it's hard to see where things are going, but I try and have Path Vision, at least to like maneuver. One of my points of pride as a teenager, and maybe even still now, is being able to kind of navigate rocky river paths with some confidence. So, Path Vision is full-bodied, at least in my experience. This next one is special to me because it includes an inclusion from Giovanna Olmos, who was also a recipient of the earlier version of this zine. The note that she sent me, as well as a little bit of braided fabric and sheer fabric and a keychain. Thank you, Giovanna, for that, and happy birthday, Giovanna. It's your birthday today. So glad you're born. It also has this necklace from Burning Man 2005. I prefer, this is the ball chain eyewear from Burning Man 2005. This I found in the hot ashes after they burned the statue, the man statue. It's like, I think it fused together in the fire. So this is the one I wear. But, so I figured I'd pass this one along. If anybody needs it, wants a proof, I'd say that. It also has this chain. I think Taryn gave this to me too. It's like a chain bracelet. And it's this t-shirt fabric from Annie. This t-shirt was pretty unusual. It was very deconstructed and had all this kind of extra fabric, like kind of canvas sewn onto it. And the decoration is just the thread, which I thought was really pretty. Just was time to let it live a new life as zinevella zineware. And this one's name is Goof Sky TMI. And one of my friends from Eugene, whose name was Dilly, on his MySpace profile, he described himself as a goofball with depth. And I've always kind of felt that resonate with me. So when I hear the word goof, it's like a compliment. Goofball with depth. Sky is my little brother's nickname, Skylar. TMI, just always want to keep an eye on your audience. Read the room. Decide the information saturation level necessary, possible. Okay, just a couple more for you. This is another kind of heavily wrought member of the family. It's the counterpart to the anti-confetti. This is the confetti itself, affixed with some safety pins in honor of what they are. I don't know. I know the whole safety pin thing was trite, but I kind of liked. I wish it wasn't just performative. I think it's, valuable to proclaim your commitment to creating a safer world for the marginalized and vulnerable. Help. Be ready to help. This is from Taryn, these little coils. This, I think, is from my friend Katie Howard, who gives me all kinds of cool things, including these earrings that I'm wearing now. She's also a recipient of the early version of this zinevella. Also got this cool, like dolphin diving through a loop of flowers charm, which I found in my bead bin, all on a base, and again these are from Jade, all on a base of my old jeans, which came with this Olympics 24-hour official fitness center sponsor of the 2004 U.S. Olympic team, clear Nebraska shaped keychain. And this one is named, what's your name? Vixen Facts. Vixen Facts. It's like Netflix and chill. Vixen Facts. For the office raver amongst us. Alright, I think this is the last one in the box. This one is pretty OTT, I think. It has the waistband of my LEI jeans with some of this t-shirt fabric hanging down in kind of just like a little flag. This padlock that I attached to these jeans, I think when I was in Amsterdam in 2002. I think it was from the hostel, the Flying Pig hotel or hostel that I stayed at. This one has a bag of like an earmuff package called Heroes, which that's from my work too. It's got a few little triangle beads, iridescent orange, which go along with this dried clementine skin rosette with some bubble wrap, which I used to wrap the first edition of my zinevellas when I was sending them out into the world. That's a callback. This does still have a little bit of that, nice orangey smell. It's got some dice up here, dice beads. 5, I guess, in honor of Yahtzee, even though I've been playing more Farkle lately. Things ebb and flow and wax and wane. I still love Yahtzee. And other games of chance and risk. Low stakes games of chance and risk. And this one is named Quick Fidget. Kind of with an alternate spelling. I had a friend named Fidget who he's like a slightly older raver. I remembered I drove him to the mall once so he could buy some Chad Muska shoes from Zoomies. So those are the second edition zinevellas. There's also one more that was wrapped almost entirely in just bubble wrap, which has already emanated out into the world. So I'll share scans of that, and you can ask me more about it if you want. Ask me anything. Made with love and plur, etc. Be well. Be exactly how you want to be.